little bright in the mall. Wonder why? Grab your sunglasses. Come on down and visit us. We're here at Sierra Vista Mall. Lots to see. CCC. We're talking sunglasses. But actually, no, not right now. We are talking about gaining weight and trying to be healthy is what we're doing. And if you're not careful, the bad times, like the down economy, can actually take a toll on your good looks. A recent Gallup poll shows that the average body mass index has increased from 25.1 to 26.8. Yikes. Here to explain why our waistlines are growing is Dr. Mikell Parsons with the Naturopath Health Center. Dr. B, thanks for being here. We sure appreciate you coming to the mall with us and chit-chatting here today.
Happy to be here.
Well, this is really interesting because you say that there's a direct link to a recession and weight gain. How is that?
There's multiple reasons. One is the factor of stress. We're all a little more stressed. Our finances have changed. We're having to shift our priorities, and that causes a lot of sleepless nights. And one of the things that happens is when we don't sleep well, it will have a direct impact on our hormones, and it will change our brain's perception of when we are supposed to eat and what we're supposed to eat. So lack of sleep can actually cause you to increase your sugars, salty food intake, which goes directly to the waistline.
Okay, so in other words, if you don't sleep enough, you're going to start craving all the bad foods.
That's right.
Salty foods, sweet foods.
Because it directly affects leptin and ghrelin, which are two hormones that if we don't sleep, those get all off balance.
So how many hours a night should we be sleeping?
We recommend 8, and now we're saying 8 to 9 hours, just because of the effects of the stress. And it's estimated that just due to the recession and the changes in economy, that 30% of Americans are saying they are not sleeping because of that. Yeah, wow. And we already knew there was a problem before the recession.
I know.
So
now it's going to get worse. Wow. Okay, so there is a direct link. I can see that because of the stress. Okay.
Right.
All right, what can we do then? What is the answer?
Well, one of the things is to try to protect that sleep. You know, we need to be very protective over that, because once we start to get less and less sleep, that starts a whole spiral, and a lot of it is hormonal. One of the other things that can happen due to the stress and lack of sleep is our serotonin levels get lower. It's the serotonin that makes us feel good. It makes us feel happy, helps to reduce those cravings for those sugary kinds of foods. And serotonin is a neurotransmitter, so this is a direct effect on the brain.
Do you sometimes see that people want to get their serotonin in other ways, in pill form and that kind of thing? And if so, is that not good?
Well, if you are starting to have some of these problems, we can't directly get serotonin, but we can get something that is similar to that, and that's 5-HTP. Okay. So for some people, that will help, and taken during the day, that may help with the cravings. Taken at night, it might actually help with sleep. Okay. Just depends on what the neurotransmitter pathway is deficient in.
So basically at night you have to say, look, I know I have this list of 50 million things I've got to get done.
The weight of the world on my shoulders.
You just have to say, you know what, I'm going to bed at 8 no matter what, drop everything and just go to sleep.
Right. You need to be as protective of your sleep as you would be of your child running out in the street. Okay. That's how important it is. You cannot negotiate with your brain and say, I'll just make it up tomorrow. You have one shot at that 24-hour day.
What about using sleep aids?
Sleep aids, depending on, you know, I work with a lot of patients and sleep is a big issue. And if the natural things aren't working, then I'm not going to say, well, just suffer. You know, we need to get you sleeping.
But you prefer, obviously, the natural way, and
right,
that's how you can help people.
Yes, and that fixes the reason why.
Got it. Okay.
But if you're not winding down at night, if you have the TV on and you're on your computer and you're dealing with emails, and then you think you're just going to sit down in bed and go to sleep, that's not going to happen. So it might be that you turn off all electrical devices an hour before bed. You wind down, you get in the bath, you relax, chamomile tea. You need to set yourself up for success.
You also recommend yoga, Tai Chi, Pilates, and burst training.
Yes, so some of us need the exercise, and there's a large sense of apathy right now. You know, we're more depressed, we're not going to the gym, we're not working out, but you don't need to go to the gym and have a financial burden on your plate when you can do a lot of these things at home. You can buy a DVD and do Pilates. Pilates is great for core work, it's stretching, it doesn't stress you out. You don't need to be working an hour at aerobics, that's just not healthy. We've talked about that, so shame on you if you're still doing that. Utilize your time efficiently and do a burst training. So you can go on my website and click on products, and through there, there's some information on burst training if you don't know really what that is.
Yeah, all right. And your website is Natural Path Health Center.
Natural Path Fresno.
Natural Path Fresno. Natural Path Fresno. And you are located here in Fresno, right?
Yes,
Why don't you tell everybody where you're
745 East Locust, Suite 110 in Fresno.
Oh, there it is right there on your screen, everybody. And yes, the number 447-1404 if you have any questions. I know you have specials for our viewers all the time. So what is a special this week?
Well, because I see this trend increasing, and I've recently traveled out of the country, and there's definitely an obesity issue and a stress issue here in the U.S. I want to extend for people who really want to get a handle in a direction of what do I do, what do I start with. You can come in for an evaluation, and we will do a 30-minute appointment for $50, and you'll walk out with a plan.
And that's what we need. Sometimes we just need a
Sometimes you're overwhelmed and you can't even make a decision. You just feel like you're drowning. So I'm throwing out the lifeline. Grab it.
That's a good way to do it. Yes, thank you so much for offering that help to us, Dr. P. Sure appreciate it. And thanks for being here at the mall with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, have fun. Stick around, everyone. We'll be right back live from Sierra Vista Mall in Clovis.